Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Orlando and we're going over my fourplex. How much money do I actually make on my fourplex? If you saw my video, my last video, I did a vlog where I kind of went over what this property is, how I got it, how it looks, kind of just going in and out of the property. So I just want to go over the numbers so you guys can actually see what the numbers are on this fourplex. I really do enjoy breaking down the numbers. This is really the best part for me. So let's jump right into it and get into these numbers. So I bought this property for $225,000. I put down 25% down. So that came to about $56,000. It was my down payment that I put down on this property. Let's jump right into the numbers. Now, please do remember that when I bought this property, it was kind of like, I don't want to say in shambles. It just had a lot of like outside cosmetic issues. I think I'll show a picture here, basically showing you how it looked, right? Had yellow siding. The landscaping was just horrendous. Had branches in the corner, you know, just a bunch of weeds and stuff in the front. I redid the landscaping. I also redid the siding to make it pop more modern colors. And so I did all of that. And when I did that, those things probably cost a total of about $25,000. So remember that, about $25,000 I did put into the property on top of the down payment that I put into it. So remember, $225,000 I purchased it for, $56,000 in down payment, $25,000 in some cleanup and some, cosmetic things to make the property look better. So please do remember these numbers are based off of a whole year, right? So these numbers are accurate, right? This isn't some pro forma, what the property will make. This is actually what the fourplex made. So let's jump into the numbers. So the property made on income, $43,953, guys. That's what the property made over a whole year. Now, that's pretty good, especially for the price that I bought it for. Now, let's jump into the expenses. So, of course, you know that I do management fees. So management fees were $4,957. We also have maintenance fees, maintenance expenses, which were $5,131. Then we have ground maintenance, which was lawn care, $880. And then we have utilities, $3,139. Now remember, this property does include all utilities. So that was one of the things that when I bought this property, I really didn't want to do it, but it was just going to cost so much more money to divide up all of the units. So I knew this going into the game that there was going to be a high utility bill. But what I do to get around that is I make sure that I include the cost of utilities based on actual use. I don't guess it. I know exactly how much tenants are using, and every time their lease ends, if it doesn't match up, I'm raising the rent to equal to pay so they can pay for their utilities. And so far, it's done a really good job. It's all about planning and me knowing that I was gonna have to deal with that period before I bought the property. So it's no big surprise. And then we have miscellaneous stuff at $235. So my total expenses for the property were $14,343. So when you minus the income that I had, and then you minus what the expenses were, you get a total net income. Now this is without paying the mortgage, taxes, and insurance, but the total net income was $29,610. Sounds pretty good, right? I think it's good, so far. Let's keep going. Let's keep going into the numbers. What do we have here? So now you say, Orlando, what are you making when you take out the mortgage? I want to know what it is. What do you put it into your pocket? So when you look at the net income was $29,610. When you subtract what my mortgage is, my mortgage for the year is $21,228. When you subtract that, the total in my pocket, income that I'm getting from this fourplex is $8,382. Now let's break this down deeper, guys. Okay, so how much money am I making a month? So per month, I'm making about $700 per month. And then per door, because it's a 4-unit, I'm making about $175 per door. Now, I try to get $150 per door, so $175 that's A-okay, right? That's good. That's good cash flow that I'm having on this property. So for all the guys out there and girls who love to get into numbers, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. So as you know, I put down a down payment of 25%, and then I also put in $25,000 for some cleanup and some repairs, things like that. So I put in a total of about $81,000 into this property. So let's do the numbers on the return that I'm making cash on cash. So the return that I'm making cash on cash is about 10% on the money that I put in versus the money that I'm getting out. That is excellent. I truly enjoy that. But here is the meat of the deal, guys. When I bought the property, it appraised at $250,000. I bought it at $225,000. That means that I had already had equity in the property of $25,000. Now, I did spend $25,000, so I kind of spent that equity to clean up the property. So I broke even there. Well, recently I had an appraisal done on the property based on the current cash flows and things of that nature. And the appraisal came in at $379,000. So you can see the difference, right? I bought the property at $225,000. I put money into it, blah, blah, blah. But my current loan amount right now at this current moment is $165,000. So I owe $165,000 on this property. This property is appraising. It's an actual appraisal. It appraised at $379,000. So what does that mean? What is that total amount of equity that I have in this property? I have a total amount of equity of $214,000 into this property. Isn't that amazing, guys? That means that I have a total of equity that didn't come from me of $133,000. Now, that is amazing. So based on these numbers, you can look at the numbers and I know, this is a fantastic deal. It was a great deal. And once again, this just shows you the power of making sure that you buy right and you have a plan on what to do with the property. I came across some headaches on this deal with the utilities and property not looking the best, but I know what to really look for, and I can overlook those things because I know what I can get for rents for the property. I know what the area is doing. And when you look at all of that, you can tell, guys, this is a slam dunk deal. Piece of it. I just want to show you guys exactly, give you an actual example of how one of my properties are doing. Put it in the comment section if you have any questions, guys, any questions on the property. What do you need to do? I want to help you get into your first rental property. That's what my video is about. So I need you to watch this next video. Watch this next video and you can have a fourplex like this. Maybe it could be your first deal, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.